To be fair, I've been pushing the French community to just join the monthly. Because that's honestly the place where we get to see a lot of talent coming in and just having a lot of exposure, you know.
Yeah.
It's great to have this monthly. So yeah, thank you Conduit Gaming and Christoph for hosting this monthly.
Yeah, this is really cool. Still, already, Flamberik putting hands on show.
Putting the work.
Oh my god. That was
We are going to go cover this ledge. Like there was no way out for sure.
No, there was absolutely not.
We're going at it again. We're going at it again.
Yeah, this is always an interesting matchup because as much as Zetterburns love those big bodies that they can just wail on, I mean, Loxodont just shreds Zetterburn at times.
It's essentially a matchup where both characters explode.
Yeah, it's strength versus dexterity at its finest.
Exactly. Like how subtle do you want to be, really?
Okay.
Even though
yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call Zetterburn the most subtle character in the roster.
But that's
really how subtle do you want to be?
One looks at it, there's a bit of a DI out there.
Yeah, completely DI'd out. Sure was not ready for that. We're still going to be able to cover that ledge with up strong. But yeah, Flamberik has been very good at just mixing his approach and just getting the side B in the most surprising times.
Of course. Okay, forward air to force a bit more of a recovery. That was just... That was deadly. That down air was beautifully played.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, that is just like the Loxodont show at this point. It is just the Loxodont show.
Yeah. Yeah, the Zetterburn starting to stop being the star of the show. But I'll leave those puns to you. But regardless, Air Armada. At least this time Flamberik didn't pick it, so I don't have to be mad about it. Okay, just a lot of...
Oh my goodness, that was so close from actually hitting!
Yeah, if Flamberik was a bit closer, Show would be dead! That was an unfortunate parry miss.
Gotta be careful though on this edge guard situation.
Okay. Safely back on stage, but not for long.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets the reverse hit off the back air.
And honestly right now, I do like the choice of Air Armada from Show, just because we've seen that it doesn't really work out for Flamberik. It didn't really work out for Flamberik in the previous game he was in, but doesn't seem to really matter at this point.
To be fair, a huge part of that last set was the fact that he was against McLaren.
True.
But regardless, it is looking a bit closer than last game. So maybe this was the right decision. We've not seen any shenanigans with the sidewall yet.
Yeah, and to be fair, Flamberik has not been like low enough to actually get scammed by the sidewall just yet. She's still been playing very grounded so far, which kind of favors Flamberik in this situation. Just because then Flamberik can just continue the pressure as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Loxodont definitely thrives in that middle ground between defensive and rush down.
Yeah, it's like ultimately, as long as you can play on the main platform as the Loxodont, you don't really have to worry too much about the effects of Air Armada on your recovery.
Yeah, because if someone's good enough at rush down, you don't get to press anything. If someone's too defensive, it's hard to get in. But oh no, Show doesn't manage to recover there.
A little bit too short, just a little bit too short.
Yeah, definitely was keeping eyes out on Flamberik for any potential edge guarding. Okay.
Got lost stuck on both sides. Flamberik just definitely just throwing his axe everywhere, literally everywhere.
Ooh, a very
Back air.
good short hop back air.
Yeah, good short hop back air, and the drive
Like,
by down air to
again.
finish things off.
Yeah, Flamberik loves to end things with down air by the looks of it. That was very fun to watch.
Look, a good down air from Lox is like a burger at McDonald's, you know? You just come by real quick and you just order it and it just arrives, you know? You don't really have to think about it. It just happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm still opting to come back to Air Armada.
Yeah, I mean, the state wasn't necessarily the problem. In the previous game, this was very close, so I'm not too surprised to see a return to the same stage.
Yeah.
Just sticking to, and just sticking to his guns.
And to be fair, as we just saw, this wide platform very much working in Show's favor.
Yep, but the catch though with the meatball and the down air once again.
That was...
No real fault actually goes into the down air.
You don't need to think about it. Still
Like, you go into training mode, it's a huge, big red circle.
Yeah. Still, I mean, Flamberik is just showing why he's done so well so far. Not seen many, like, upsets along his run, but he's still showing off why he's this far forward.
And he's just being consistent, honestly. Just playing consistent. And
Oh
that's
my
the part as well
okay.
about Air Armada, though. The one thing that gets stronger on Air Armada, arguably, is definitely Lock's down throw.
Yes.
Definitely the one move that Lox can just start spamming, especially against a Zetterburn, who doesn't really have the most offensive recovery, quote-unquote. And you can get some cheeky kills like that.
Yeah, unless your opponent is hugging the wall, it is a lot harder to take the down tilt. Okay,
Yep.
Show not out just yet.
Show putting down a lot of pressure with those up airs right now. Using the back air in order to perhaps get a little bit of space. Now we've got a weird angle to deal with on Flamberik's side. Uses the platform, however, to get back here.
Okay, the
Be
pen
careful
fire.
though, double down air from Show.
Oh, goes for the shine up strong, but it gets shielded. What is he
Ooh, that
doing?
was scary.
What is he doing?
He's doing the down air! This is the only thing this man knows.
Oh my
I don't have
god,
time for this.
stomping his feet, just making a mess. Flamberik with the dominant 3-0,
Your
ending each game with that down air.
He's definitely throwing a stomp ring tantrum right now.